Who asked Aruba? Culture and history come alive as tour buses roll in. Eager faces capture moments on ancient streets and souvenirs are shared. What if we paused for a moment and asked Arawak, is this really what you wanted? Did you picture this future or was it forced on you? Is this how you wish to be remembered as an attraction? It's not a sacred site, no one inquired. They arrived, explored, and forgot to stand silent, capturing smiles in countless selfies. If we miss the whispers of the past, a postcard view, it's beautifully framed, but still missing something. The Arawak's dream shaped by modern progression, pausing to hear the mountain's tale. Questions fade into the background chatter of guides, while the rustle of guidebooks keeps the cycle going unnoticed and unexamined. Before the beach chairs, long before resorts and beach chairs, Aruba's story was different. It was written by the Kakishio people, woven into the wind and the hills. It was rewritten by colonizers, mapped by those who took and who shipped lives across oceans to serve someone else's profit. It was scarred by slavery, the kind that rarely makes the tourist brochures. Today, the memory of that past is buried under concrete and glittering pools. Paradise Zoo. Look closely. White beaches, clear water, blue skies. Do you see any flamingos? No, as they aren't native to Aruba. The flamingos wading through hotel beaches were flown in, with their wings clipped and in a foreign land. These birds are reserved for the fortunate few who can afford to see them. Seen as only decor for tourists, photo ops. But what about the sea turtles that are native to this land? They must be granted some respect, right? Can you guess what made these tracks? Large and heavy ATVs rented by tourists speed across the sand, capable of crushing entire nests of turtle eggs. In Aruba, nature isn't just admired, it's sold. It's curated, posed, and marketed piece by piece, photo by photo. When living creatures are reduced to souvenirs, when life itself becomes a product, what part of paradise are we really protecting? Aruba's wildlife silenced. Who was their voice? Etched in stone, did anyone ask Aruba? Let's explore how the outside world shaped Aruban culture through architecture. Not every story is loud. Some whisper through intricate tile mosaics, curve through weathered archways, and shine from sun-warmed pastel walls. These buildings are more than shelter. They're storytellers. Every rooftop tile, every curve, every color shares a story. Has Aruba's culture been lost? Caribbean spirit in breezy verandas. Latin American neo-Baroque in elegant facades. Dutch Antilles influence in structured design and bold pastels. Even the tiles beneath our feet speak, once telling silent stories of class and status imposed. Can you hear it? Mr. Moreno says, echoing what he was once told. The foreigners brought more than buildings. They brought a system. Every tile, every color, every pattern marked your place in society. Status laid in stone. The outside world gave Aruba beauty, progression, and burdens. Each imported style left its mark, some empowering, some dividing. But now, piece by piece, the memory fades. Modernization smooths over the textured past. Glass replaces stone. The voice of Aruba past is paved over. When her buildings fade away and no one remembers her beauty, what stories will people share? The real question is, did you ever ask Aruba? Beauty and boundaries. When animals lose their freedom, we call it a zoo. When people lose their voice, we call it tourism. Tourists see luxury. Locals see rising prices, disappearing spaces, and fading ways of life. There's a cost to paradise. And the ones who live here pay it every day. If beauty blinds us to boundaries, maybe it's time we open our eyes. Scene 6. Whose Aruba are you visiting? This is not just a postcard, not just a destination, not just your getaway. This is land, this is memory, this is voice. Before you land, before you post your first photo, ask yourself, whose Aruba are you visiting? Next time someone asks you if you're going to Aruba, ask them, did anyone ask Aruba?